Hi, I'm Zimzabulary from Fibuloid, and today we're going to talk about the cultural significance of... Fuck that! We're going to talk about post-void, Post-void is a bottomless pit mindfuck of a game, and if you fall down it, good luck on getting out of the gamer, heroin, twitch shooting, dopamine factory feedback loop that encompasses the entire experience. From my 5 seconds of googling, it almost seemed like a crossover between Andrei Tarkovsky, Hal Ruas with a little bit of Hayao Miyazaki mixed in for good measure. This kind of absurd abstraction when it comes to the visuals is unfortunately pretty rare, even among modern indie games, and is even rarer these days to come across something with a completely unique aesthetic, the likes of which I've never seen before. Sure, having an in-depth and emotional story is good sometimes, but what really tickles my testes is the pure kinesthetic experience of good game mechanics. Feel the gun kicking back into your flesh grippers, taste the blood and saliva dripping off your chin, see the timer counting down to 0 as you desperately try and find the exit to the level. Each attempt is only a minute or two long because your health is constantly draining and you need to kill endless enemies to fill it back up to just a couple seconds before your death. And also, no one gives a solitary shit when you die because it was probably 2 seconds after you walked out of spawn, you useless spunk bubble. Yes, in case you didn't know, this game is hard as balls. Did you get it? It was like the thing I said before. It doesn't abide by your wimpy sense of fairness and reward. You didn't die because the game failed to teach you its mechanics properly. You died because you're shit and you need to do better. The world we're in is so far from our sense of structure that we can't even know the goals of our main character. We get this extremely vague introduction that's more like an abstract poem. Not exactly Breaking Bad, or the far superior Mr. Exalius, which is a masterpiece. Meet me out the back of Lidl's if you disagree. We will have sex or fight or something, I guess. Another reason why this isn't our world, well, no shit, it's not our world. But another reason why this isn't our world is through the progression. Each round you're given a random gift granted by the liquid, and then you're thrown into a slightly harder version of the previous round. Yeah, I understand how roguelikes work, but given the implementation of the roguelike mechanics, while also considering the perspective of the narrative, it's kind of genius. What's this guy's name? Jerry? No, exactly, you don't know. Because you and these homies don't comprise this universe's version of friends, you're not welcome here. You're not at home anywhere in these levels. Maybe you're not even at home anywhere in this universe. Maybe in this universe, there's no such thing as home. But more importantly, we just don't know how this world works. Why the fuck is this strange blue liquid giving you a shotty? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? We don't know any of this shit because it's not really our place to know. Now, do the developers have a grand 4D chess plan for this universe? Probably not. All we as the humble consumer can do is view this dimension from our extremely limited window in and glean any details we can about this world from the non-Euclidean Black Forest Gateau. Now, I understand you might not yet be 100% on board with this game. You might say it looks like the vomit of an animal who's had too many Mao and pinballs. You might say it gave you an epileptic fit just by looking at it and you don't even have epilepsy. You might say, Ethan, why are you showing me this? You're cringe. Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. In a sense, you're actually correct. The game does look like the vomit of an animal who had too many Mao and pinballs. It did give me an epileptic fit, and I don't have epilepsy. But I'm not actually cringe. I'm based. Because is all that really a bad thing? Does a game have to conform to your sense of pleasantry? If all the colours were toned down, and the flashes weren't quite so flashy, it would be more pleasing to look at, but would it really be post-void? No, because its inaccessibilities are its strengths. You are allowed and, in a sense, correct for dismissing the game based on these, but for the rest of us, they're what makes it great.